Good action by the Phoenix Mercury right away. Dewana Bonner in the screener type action, hitting Alyssa Thomas on the move. 2 points for the Mercury.
Miles inside. Got the layup off the beautiful feed. Miles has been special this season. She has the defensive assignment on Okoa Makani. This is Brochan stripped, and Coffey comes out of there with the steal. Cordy Williams much more comfortable playing the 2 this year. Nice feed. McBride off another dime from Natasha Howard.
Great post entry into Natasha. The Lynx doing a really good job. Split action between Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride with the slip to the rim.
Noemi Brochan outside. Okoa Makani lines up the 3 that's good.
Leading the league so far this season, Michael Grady. Makani shooting that rock from 3.
This is Miles weaving her way in the lane. Elbow J won't drop. Brochan the rebound. Pass up ahead. Thomas made the catch. Couldn't lay it in. Couldn't stop her momentum. Here's Miles leading the break for the Lynx. Lays it up and in. She is a blur with the rock.
Always has her eyes up, and because of her willingness to be a passer, sometimes those driving lanes open up late.
The Mercury with the turnover.
See Miles pushing this basketball. Now coming off the back screen from Kayla McBride. Pass from Natasha Howard, returning the favor to her rookie, Olivia Miles.
Hey, that one's off the mark. That's Natasha Howard trying to find a cutting Kayla McBride. This is Olivia Miles' slam night. And so you see the entire coaching staff, players during their warm-ups wearing Olivia Miles t-shirts. Remarkable. Leading candidate for Rookie of the Year, and she's an MVP candidate as well as Kalia Copper knocks in the mid-range jumper.
So finals MVP right there in 2021, knocking down the mid-range pull-up.
She's been special in the past few weeks. 7-6, Phoenix on top. Williams over to Coffey, inside to Howard, has to beat the clock. McBride, quick trigger,
It's great ball movement by the Lynx, trusting the pass, even late in the shot clock. OG Kayla McBride knocking down 3.
Howard, open court steal. 1-on-2, Howard can't lay it in, but she'll go to the line for 2.
Again, here we go, Minnesota Lynx. Natasha Howard in the passing lane. Out early. Picked it up early in the clock. And then here on the interior, sees a second body. Defense in, ball goes out. Kayla McBride knocking down the catch and shoot 3. One of the best to ever do it. I mean, Kayla McBride, just season in, season out. You can book her for being great off the catch and shoot, bringing great energy, but it's her work ethic in the unseen hours that allows her to perform the way she does during the game.
She's averaging 25 points per game in her last 3 outings and shooting 52% from downtown. 11-7, Minnesota on top. Okoa Makani getting downhill, tossed over to Thomas.
A great job of not only moving without the basketball, but the good screen setting, good activity offensively from both teams.
Miles outside to Williams. Williams left the 3 short. She's been shooting well from downtown this year. 41% from 3-point range. Bonner steps inside, leaves it for Thomas. That push shot bounces out. Back to this season. And nice feed to Okoa Makani. Bonner can't hit. But Bonner will go to the line.
Good activity offensively by the Phoenix Mercury. See Alyssa Thomas. Good split screen between Copper and McConney. And then after the handoff, Alyssa Thomas making herself available on the cut.
Phoenix coming off of that, again, terrible loss on Saturday. 48-point defeat at the hands of Las Vegas. I can't imagine you in your career had many losses like that. But when you have a bad loss, you know, how eager are you to get back out there on the floor and reverse your fortune?
Sometimes those are the best losses to have. You sleep better knowing you just didn't bring it. You got embarrassed. They played harder than you, and you have to.
Nate Tibbetts told us before the game it was the one time this season where he felt like their inability to make shots affected their defense. There's Howard getting free inside. Natasha Howard, an all-star once again for a third time in her career. Thomas, toss outside, Copper for three.
So difficult to cover when you have a front court player like Alyssa Thomas that can handle and pick and roll, a guard setting the screen, and now she can get 2 feet into the paint and make plays the way she just did.
First assist of the game for Thomas. McBride off the mark. Bonner the rebound.
Copper's banged up back here in the backcourt. I think she took a screen. In between the ribs can get hit, and it's really uncomfortable. So hopefully she'll be okay and be able to return soon.
Positive sign. She didn't go back to the locker room. Just there on the bench, trying to shake it off. Phoenix off to a much better start in this game. 14 points so far. They had 9 points total in the first quarter on Saturday in that loss to Las Vegas. They are very happy to see Sammy Wickham back in the lineup. Her first game of the season as Thomas gets 2 more inside.
Just that play right there, the gravity of Sammy Wickham drawing 2 players because of her shooting ability, able to hit Thomas on the roll.
Howard with the left, won't go. Bonner, strong rebound inside. Wickham, nice feed inside. Thomas in a crowd, couldn't put it in, thought she was fouled.
Definitely looked like a lot of contact on that play, but.
This is Williams. Pull up, Jay. Going against all analytics and doing it efficiently. Thomas battling with Howard. Pull up, won't go. And rebound secured by Maya Caldwell on the floor now for the Lynx. Williams. And now it's Coffey over to Caldwell. Matched up with Nicole McConney, an excellent defender. Howard off the pump. That shot rattles out. Not much going on that possession there for Minnesota.
Good defensive possession by the Phoenix Mercury. Stand in front of the basketball, guarding their yard. Forces a tough shot at the end of the clock.
Bonner, good from deep. One of the elite scorers in WNBA history. Again, third and final meeting of the regular season between these two teams. McBride, short. Minnesota won the first 2 meetings of the regular season. Wickham, no.
See the intentionality around Phoenix playing fast, though. Good push-ahead advance passes.
How about McBride? Bucket and the...
Defensively in particular, trying to avoid more contact to that ribcage area. We'll see if the Lynx involve her in more screening action, actually.
That's the gamesmanship.
Yeah.
I'm checking to see if she's okay. This is Lexi Held, defended by Miles. This is Copper. Well, she's right back in a groove.
That didn't take long.
That didn't take long at all. I think the ribs are all right. Here's Miles. This is McBride leaving it for Howard. Toss out. Caldwell. Back to Howard. It's a good matchup here. Shot clock winding down. Miles. Deep 3. Money!
Great knockdown by Olivia Miles. I think anytime Alyssa Thomas is one-on-one in the post, there should be no supporting players. Lexi Hale got caught too deep in. Olivia Miles with the knockdown.
4 assists already for Natasha Howard. This is held. High pass over to Wickham. Put it up anyway, and it's good. Welcome back, Sammy Wickham. And with that three, she passes Kara Lawson for the most threes off the bench in WNBA history.
You know, some people only know Kara Lawson as a coach. She was a bucket.
She was a baller. Pass out to McBride. McBride rimming out. And 2 Lynx players crashing.
In a quarter, get her out, and you have the quarter break, and then she's right back in to start the second quarter.
This is Wickham. Tried to dump it off to Suarez. And a little bit too much heat on that pass. It's a turnover for the Mercury. But you can already tell they are happy to have Sammy Wickham back. She's providing spacing on the floor. She's already hit a 3.
And she's a better ball handler and decision maker, especially that play just showed. But she's more than a catch and shoot offensive player.
And an offensive foul going against Antonio Dallaire.
Last shot of the quarter here. Nate Tibbetts trying to make sure his group understands.
Shot clock off, under 10 now. Held. The defense by Caldwell. Held, trying to turn the corner. Double clutch is foul.
She got lucky. I think Caldwell was the player that fouled behind. Right there, yeah, across the forehead.
And so Held in her second year, Adam DePaul at the free throw line. She began this season with Toronto after she was picked up in the expansion draft, was waived by the Tempo, and then picked up later in the season by the Mercury. Happy to be back in Phoenix. Averaging 8 points per game this season. This is Howard with the heat. And Copper 3 for 3 from the floor. She's knocked down 2 triples. Miles trying to thread the needle there. Deflects out of bounds, or it will stay with the Lynx. Lynx shot 47% in that first quarter. However, they allowed the Mercury to shoot 64% from the floor. Phoenix also went 5 for 6 from downtown. Oh, Miles the cross. Fires the 3. Switch.
That's what they call a snatch back. Man, that was tough. Left to right, on balance, knocked down the 3 off the dribble.
Miles already in double figures with 10 points, leading all scorers, and that's an offensive foul. 9th in assists, leading all rookies in scoring and assists, 3rd in rebounds. Here she is on the move to the cup, toss out, threw it away.
So that's one of those plays that Cheryl Reeve was talking to us about before the game, where Olivia Miles, in her growth and development, seeing the player pulling behind her as opposed to only seeing the roller or the play in front of her. Those are going to be the plays she makes as she continues to grow. And then, I mean, the league has to watch out now, but you got to really watch out when she starts making those plays.
Here's Copper pulling it away inside, bucket, and the foul. Copper now 4 for 4 and has an and 1 opportunity.
Well, Michael, I don't know if the ribs are still bothering her the way it looked like, but she knocked down a 3 where you have to raise your arms up above your waist and then just bully ball, get in the weight room to the basket, and 1 opportunity for Cobb.
Deciding to dish out some punishment of her own. And she remains perfect from the floor in this ball game. 11 points for Kalia Copper. This is Osu trying to find a cutting coffee. Outside Caldwell, no. And rebound secured by Suarez. Suarez over to Copper. Copper, 3 more, good. 5 for 5 and 3 for 3 from downtown.
Seeing that rim as big as the Great Lakes.
Outside 3, Coffee with the answer.
Both teams have just been so fun to watch. The basketball doesn't stick long.
Good ball movement. And no continuation here. Foul on the floor.
Michael, we're talking about Kalea Copper just responding to the physical contact and having to leave the game, just shooting the ball really well. And right back, one of my favorite human beings and players in the W, and a lefty, Nia Coffey, knocks down the 3.
And you coached her?
Yes.
In LA?
Yes, man. Just an amazing young human being, and she deserves all the success that she's received.
How about Suarez getting to the cup? 35-27. Largest lead of the game for the Mercury. Williams, nice feed. Froze the defense as she rose for what looked like a midi.
Playing off 2 feet, like it looked so natural, like she was going into her shooting motion, responding. Suarez was still up, dropped it off to Howard.
How about Coffee with the thievery? Williams to Miles to McBride. Timeout, Phoenix.
Called that first one and blew a late whistle.
The whistle, yeah, the whistle didn't come until right as the shot was missed. Fatu Sissoko Stevens is our crew chief. Speaking there with Charles Watson and Kelly Broomfield, and I believe we have a decision here.
Yeah, that's interesting because there also has to be conclusive evidence to overturn the call as well.
And she will give us an answer over
The challenge
Jodeci.
is successful. There's no foul on McBride. The immediate aftermath
Successful
after
challenge.
the possession will go to Minnesota side out with 24 on the shot clock.
So a successful challenge. No foul on Kayla McBride, and so crowd just got the word from the PA announcer here at Target Center. And so Kayla McBride was adamant about it, and she was right.
She was 100% correct. And those are tough. I mean, you have to trust your players in some of those situations that they don't waste that early challenge that then eliminates it for the rest of the game. But that was a clear play there. Kayla McBride with the challenge.
11-2, we have a 2-point ball game. Thomas, double team, nearly stripped. They'll reset. Dewana Bonner, she's been doing that a long time in this league.
And a lot of battles against the Lynx over the years as well. Some of the buildings that you visit regularly over the course of your career, you feel very comfortable hooping in.
Held, stops, pops, and rattles out. And Miles snags it from Minnesota.
One thing we have to watch out for, Michael, is as we talked about.
Miles can't stop her. She's up to 12.
Because of her ability to push the basketball and be a facilitator, her teammates really run the wings wide and flatten that defense out. So it opens up those driving lanes for her in the middle of the floor. So oftentimes when you see a player pushing the ball right up the middle, her teammates that are running wide and stretching the defense out towards the three-point line open up those gaps down the tunnel and down the lane, and she takes full advantage.
12 points, 3 assists, 5 of 7 shooting for Olivia Miles. Miles with the shot clock winding down. Pull up 3, short. Rebound, Courtney Williams. Outside, McBride. Plus the foul.
offensive rebounding, which is such a big part of the Minnesota Lynx and how they play basketball, how they win games, chasing down the extra possession. And Courtney Williams, who always finds herself getting to that dotted area, sprays it out to Kayla McBride. And Copper just closing out too aggressively. Kayla McBride with the knockdown.
McBride, one of the best free throw shooters in league history, knocks it down, and the Lynx on a 12-3 run. Koa Makani, hard drive, dumps it off to Thomas, and a foul is called, and Olivia Miles immediately twirling her finger. I don't know that Cheryl Reeve wants to be out of challenges in the first half. Minnesota will not challenge.
It may have been a clean steal as well.
Broshan with the leg.
Field. That's not going to continue. So can they still defend at a high level when their offense cools off?
That's a nice pocket pass, and Natasha Howard is fouled. There have been to a lot of WNBA arenas. I don't know that there's an arena that gets quieter when one of their players is at the free.
Good pocket pass by Courtney Williams.
Listen how quiet it gets now.
Correction, a foul is called number 2, Aaliyah Copper.
Should we whisper?
Turn into a golf event. Let's take a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule. Brought to you by Allied. Tomorrow, NBA TV, Washington at Toronto. Wednesday, ESPN, WNBA All-Star Draft. Wednesday on USA Network, Golden State at Indiana. Thursday, NBA TV, Portland at Washington. And then on Prime on Thursday, New York at Dallas. For more on these games, go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. Foul is called on Miles. That's going to be her second. Fourth team foul on the Lynx.
Those are ones you can somewhat accept at times. Like seeing your young point guard trying to put pressure on the basketball. Yes, you don't want to pick up a foul 45 feet from the basket, but you want to see her grinding in the defensive end.
Here's Bonner, and well off the mark on the 3. Thomas comes out of there with it. Outside, Koa Makani can't hit the tray. And battle for the board, out of bounds. Last touch by Minnesota.
Good hustle by the Mercury, keeping the basketball alive, chasing down extra possessions, which again, when their shooting cools off, you have to get extra possessions by chasing down offensive rebounds.
Koa Makani good for 3, and that hustle on the offensive glass paid off. Mercury back up by 3. Miles, hard drive, flips it up and off, fouled by Thomas. It's going to be the first foul on Alyssa Thomas. Third team foul on Phoenix.
Whole home is at risk for costly damage and repairs. Protect it?
Her comfort level in ball screen action and pick and roll is it's attributed to, like, in college now, more guards are running pick and roll and ball screen. And so now that transition to the W and the pro level, she's essentially playing the same game she played in college, which, to Cheryl Miller's point during the pregame, Olivia talked about how the game almost is slower because she's seeing the same plays.
That's fascinating.
Now, Cheryl Reeve wants her to see the U-turn a little bit more, but she's seeing the same reads that she saw in college.
Nate Tibbetts before the game called Olivia Miles generational already in the pick and roll situation. Koa Makani, skip pass, and Bonner lost it out of bounds. Let's send it over to Caroline.
Well, I talked to Kayla McBride and Olivia Miles together at shoot-around today, and I asked Kayla about Olivia and her impact. Kayla laughed and said, I've played with a ton of rookies, and everyone comes into the league differently, so she honestly never knows what to expect. But watching how Olivia approached every day and how cerebral she was, Kayla said, well, I'm a fan, first of all. As for her role as a veteran, McBride wants to help Olivia be the best version of herself and make sure she's empowered to just do her thing.
Thank you, Caroline. This is Natasha Howard. The All-Star. Thomas to Bonner. This is Brochant. Blocked by Coffey. What a swat. Coffey the other way. Coffey!
Such a great play, man. Great contest and close out. Shot blocked by Nia. A player that everybody would love to have on their team.
9 lead changes here in this first half. Ayayi is fouled from behind. Excuse me, this Lynx squad, 17-6. And Nafisa Collier hasn't played a single minute this year. McBride tried to dump it off to Howard, had it stolen. Ayayi over to Copper, who just checked back in. Back to Ayayi, and that's an offensive foul. Copper running right through the chest of Nia Coffey.
Nia Coffey just sacrificing her body in transition, in position outside the restricted area. Copper picks up her 3rd personal foul.
And Olivia Miles got a round of applause for cleaning up the floor herself with the mop. I don't know where the ball kids are, but Olivia Miles, she just picked up another job. Olivia Miles, see that? Oh, I got to do this for you. Miles doing everything in her rookie year. Pick and roll with Howard. Oh, getting busy. Howard, and she threw it to the official. It was a good pass. This Kelly Broomfield can't play. Time for tonight's Spotlight, presented by Corona. And what a difference 48 hours makes. The Mercury shot 27% in the first half on Saturday. Here's McBride off the turnover, lays it in easily. Minnesota back on top. Phoenix has turned it over 9 times, leading to 12 Minnesota points. Thomas.
Good rotation on defense there by Coffey, forcing the miss by Alyssa Thomas. Lynx right back in the attack.
Miles, under 2 to go here in the second quarter. Skip pass, Williams, bottom. It's a long 2. No one loves the long 2 more than Courtney Williams. Copper threw it away. Miles. Toss over to Williams. 2 more.
Nate Tibbetts sticking with Kalia Copper here to finish this quarter, even though she has 3 fouls. Minnesota Lynx defense, they are in the gaps. They are closing down driving lanes and forcing tough passes.
Coffey with the rejection on Ayayi.
Getting the Lynx out in transition there off the turnover.
Thomas got 3 for 2. We have 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Alishka Hamsova just checked in for Minnesota. Coffey. Hamsova cut off by Koa Makani. Williams wide open. Left it short. Rebound secured by Ayayi. 40 seconds now. Phoenix. And Bonner with the fadeaway. And they'll make an adjustment on the game clock. DeWanna Bonner in double figures with 10. Coming up, Amex at Coffee. Well off the mark, Copper the board. And she will slow things down. The shot clock is off. Phoenix will hold for the final shot of the half. Trailing by 1, but this is a much better half of Phoenix than they had on Saturday. Akoa Makani over to Bonner. Bonner blocked by Coffee. Bonner got it back off the mark. Coffee blocking.
In the history of this league, giving it up for an open shot to a teammate.
Howard. Turn, short hook is money.
She did such a good job passing the ball from the post in the first half. That time, taking it herself, getting 2 points.
13th year out of Florida State. This is Akoa Makani from the elbow, rattles off. And McBride will bring it up. Now in the hands of Miles. 14 points, 5 assists. Miles with the left. Count it and put her on the line.
Olivia Miles again. See how often she's in the middle of the floor in transition, which gives her the opportunity to go right or left. That time exploring the left-hand drive, finishing through the contact from Roshan.
Had a good conversation with Cheryl Reeve about Olivia Miles before the game, and she was just speaking glowingly about Miles. And now a skip pass to McBride. Good on a tray.
You can't get caught too far in on the weak side when Kayla McBride is in space. She will make you pay.
Minnesota by 1. Akoa Makani flicks the wrist and connects.
Good, quick decision. The Lynx are in the gaps defensively. Copper coming off, sees the defense in, ball right out to Makani, quick, knocks down the 3.
Back and forth we go. 14 lead changes. And Olivia Miles shuffled the feet. Well, thinking about taking the 3. Let's take a look at our DraftKings player tracker. Miles and Copper, they've been special this season. They've been special tonight. 17 points so far for Miles, 18 for Copper. DraftKings, the #1 sports book for live betting. To get in on the action, download the app and use promo code GLASS when you sign up. Akoa Makani going to drop her case. And what happened on the defense? Phoenix with a 4-point advantage. They've led for most of the ball game. Miles, 3-ball, short. Akoa Makani to slow things down on an island with Miles. Thomas inside to Bonner, then Bonner is fouled. 9 tonight. Nice feed inside out of the timeout. Bonner got 2. And Alyssa Thomas joins Diana Taurasi as the only players in WNBA history to record 4,000 points, 2,000 boards, and now 2,000 assists. That is 42.
18.
Off the miss. Here comes Copper pushing it ahead for the Mercury. And Copper is knocked down by Dallaire.
That's the second personal, 13th foul.
This is unreal number. AT and Diana Taurasi.
She's also been a winner. Maybe not a ton of championships that we can point to, but
And planted awkwardly on that left leg off the spin. And hopefully she is all right. Again, 4,000 points, 2,000 boards, 2,000 assists. All-time leader in career triple-doubles in WNBA history.
By 10,000 miles. I don't know if anybody's catching her.
No, she's a 6-time All-Star, but still searching for that elusive championship. Can't hit the second free throw. Here's Miles now. Williams looking to go to work. Williams in the lane. Williams can't put it in, but she'll draw the foul. Phoenix trying to determine whether or not they want to challenge.
Yeah, good patience there by Courtney Williams. Sammy Wickham's actually doing a good job with her on-ball defense there. Courtney Williams still probing. Got back to her left hand into the middle. Didn't look like a lot of contact, but referee blew the whistle.
You said it, and Phoenix, their coaching staff agrees. Not a lot of contact. They want to challenge this. 3:32 to go in the third. Mercury by 7. Is this a foul? Wickham with the defense. Oh, that's not a lot there. Back in a moment. Our officials still looking at the replay of that last call. A foul on Sammy Whitcomb. Have one more challenge remaining. And once again, deathly quiet here at Target Center to allow the players to concentrate. And
I like noise.
I like a little noise too.
I don't know if I would like it quiet that way.
I think he held. Copper navigating traffic. Copper tried to dump it off in a tight space to Thomas. Thomas off the glass for 2. She has 13.
She has a great ability to still grab the basketball and get control of it in traffic. Even if she doesn't initially catch it clean, her hands are so strong, she gets there quick, still able to finish.
Nice cross, McBride. Bullseye.
Okay. Kayla McBride. Right to left cross.
Did Minnesota get a stop? Phoenix has scored on 6 straight possessions. Steal! McBride all alone to the rack.
Good rotation on the backside there by Kayla McBride. Alyssa Thomas tried to get that ball out. Another Mercury turnover.
Held with a double clutch inside for 2. Outside, McBride off the heel. Long rebound to Thomas. Under 2 now here in the third. Bonner knew it was off on the release. Lynx have won 2 in a row. Mercury trying to snap a 3-game losing skid. Howard can't hit inside. Wickham, first game back from injury. Nice touch on the pass, and Howard or Williams called for that foul. As Olivia Miles takes the seat, 17 points, 5 assists in 25 minutes.
So this last minute and 28 for the Lynx. Look for Courtney Williams to be a featured offensive player. No Miles, no Howard. Courtney Williams in activity. Kayla McBride involved in screen-to-screener actions as well.
McBride, the hezzy. Can't hit the layup, but McBride goes down hard. And she will shoot 2 free throws. Lost at home to Indiana yesterday. Phoenix trying to get back in the win column as Held can't hit that shot. Williams around a coffee screen. Hamsova over to Williams. Williams outside, McBride long, and Bonner comes out of there with it. 15-second difference between shot and game clock. Phoenix could go 2 for 1 if they so choose. Wickham good. With the 3-second difference between shot and game clock now. Wickham with her second 3 of the night.
That's what the Mercury have been missing in her absence. The ability to catch and shoot off the move, the ability to space the floor more for Alyssa Thomas drives.
Hamsova to the cup. First bench points of the night for Minnesota. Shot clock off. Bonner free inside. Minnesota's defense fell asleep. Here's Hamsova with the half-court heave. And it's no. Wickham over to Thomas off the window for 2.
It's great action by the Mercury to start that quarter. Good ball movement, patience, passing. And again, Sammy Wickham can do more than catch and shoot. Good pass to Thomas there for 2.
McBride matched up with Suarez, sees a double, extra pass, Coffee, short. Hamsova with the offensive board and is knocked down.
In that last huddle at the start of the 4th quarter, she was very vocal with a lot of words of encouragement for her teammates. You clearly see the impact that she has on this team.
Thank you, Caroline. Shot clock winding down. Hamsova no good. And rebound scooped up. Fresh 14 from Minnesota. Williams over to Miles. Miles sizing up, Held. Miles 10. Thomas outside. Wickham over to Ayayi. The pull-up won't go. Williams clears. Hamsova down the lane. Hamsova!
Good pace by the Lynx. They don't strike you as a team that wants to play fast, but they really do attack you surprisingly in transition very often.
It's over Williams, who fouled her with 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Go back to Olivia Miles here. Between Hezzy pull, knocks down the 3. And then Hamsova with the pace in transition and getting to the front of the basket. And definitely a foul. Referee in the slot, high on the wing, had the better angle instead of the baseline official being the one to blow that whistle.
DeWanna Bonner, Kalia Copper back in for the Mercury. They've combined for 33 points between Bonner and Copper. Alyssa Thomas has another 15 points, 9 assists of her own. Nate Tibbetts said he felt like his team, even though they had lost 2 in a row headed into that Las Vegas game, he felt like they were trending in the right direction. And then nothing went right against Las Vegas. And so Had a day off, time to reflect, sit with it a little bit. And they played inspired basketball.
It also doesn't help that Las Vegas Aces are pretty good at basketball.
Oh, another snatch back. Miles making it rain. This one is far from over. And a quick whistle for a foul. It's going against Miles. That's going
to the Lynx here coming down right here. Double drag screen for Olivia Miles. A little chase action.
Lynx on top. That's against Miles. That is her 5th. She's just given the Lynx the lead with back-to-back threes. And now number 5 with 5. Thomas quickly the other way. Copper cut off by McBride. Now she'll attack Howard, and Howard picks up the foul. That's 4 team fouls on Minnesota. That's the 3rd on Howard. They're going to be in the penalty the rest of the way as Cheryl Reeves shouts to her team, no more fouls.
Such a key to being a successful team, to really win at the highest level, being able to defend and be physical without fouling, so key.
Thomas over to Copper. Copper for 3. Off the heel, long rebound to Bonner. Bonner inside, Thomas for 2. McBride over to Hamsova. Hamsova on the drive, just like that.
Really aggressive driver to the basket, like her assertiveness here in this situation. No Olivia Miles, so you need players that are still going to be aggressive, get 2 feet into the paint.
Hamsova the only bench points for the Lynx tonight. What a reverse! Kalia Copper with a tough 2, and Mercury back on top. We've had 18 lead changes in this ball game. McBride fouled on the drive. '83-82, halfway through the 4th. Do not go anywhere.
Second team foul. Timeout, Minnesota.
This copyrighted.
Well, there you go.
I like it. And I mean, one of the coolest cats in the world that I know on this planet.
He's struggling with those goggles, by the way.
Big game James Worthy.
Oh, yes.
So I got to show love to players that wear protective eyewear like Big Game did, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did, Olivia Miles, making it cool, man, making it cool.
Coffee. A lot of arm checking with Balou Ayayi. McBride good at the line. She's just tied her season high with 28 points. And Minnesota back up by 1. 19th lead change. What a battle here in Minneapolis. Copper around the Thomas screen, rises and connects.
It's a tough action to cover. Copper and Thomas in pick and roll with Dewana Bonner on the U-turn, shaking up behind it. Copper gets to her spot, knocks it down.
This is Hamsova with the cross in the lane, outside Coffee on the move, outside to Hamsova, splits the defense, can't get it to drop, but she'll go to the line.
Milestone on 24 to run the Bonner. It's the second personal, 13 foul.
See here, good ball movement by the Mercury to get into this pick and roll action. Colette Copper keeping Courtney Williams on her left hip. Knocks down the pull-up jumper. Amsaba's earned some quality minutes here. She's been aggressive, getting to the front of the rim, getting 2 free throws here.
Has the only bench points for Minnesota in this ball game. And to your point, she has 8 points in 8 minutes. This one's starting to get more and more physical. These two teams have met each other in the playoffs more than any other two franchises in WNBA history. Thomas going at Williams, outside Ayayi, Okoye Makani, no good. And here comes McBride.
Passing just a little off target for Makani. Right read by Ayayi, but pass was a little low. Forced to miss in some ways.
Spoken like a true point guard. You know where your shooters want the rock. Amsaba in the lane, won't go. Connie will bring it up for the Mercury. Under 4. Copper. And we have a foul call. And the Lynx and the penalty. It'll be free throws for Phoenix.
That's why Cheryl Reeve was saying some choice words about,
right.
about no more fouls, because this is what happens late in the game.
And there were really unnecessary fouls earlier in the quarter.
Just not sliding those feet, blocking fouls, hands, etc.
Thomas good on the first as we take a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule. NBA TV tomorrow, Washington at Toronto. ESPN on Wednesday, the All-Star Draft. Wednesday, USA Network, Golden State at Indiana. NBA TV on Thursday, Portland at Washington. And then on Prime on Thursday, New York at Dallas. And what will be a good game. For more on these games, go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. Twenty-second lead change of the game, 8th here in the 4th quarter.
Sorry, Mike. I was wondering if the Mercury were going to come back to Sammy Whitcomb in terms of if she's on a minutes restriction or not. Really important to have her on the floor.
McBride fouled beyond the arc. And one of the best free throw shooters in the league is going to shoot 3.
Makani looking incredulous, not, oh yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul.
McBride shooting just under 90% from the free throw line heading into this game. She's 7 for 7 tonight. No jinx. And Olivia Miles back out here on the floor for Minnesota.